Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a guided commentary on Spires of Ascension with my Fire Mage. 300%. I'm not the best Fire Mage. I don't even have Legendary yet. So if you're looking for high-end gameplay, this isn't the place for it. I kind of just want to like talk about this stuff as we go through and just kind of show you what I know I do wrong, and hopefully we can grow together in that way. And my external discussion about this run hopefully can help you improve as well. I will say here that this run was really weird, just because I kept holding my cooldowns a lot because I wasn't sure what the tank was gonna do. And if you look right now, you'll see that I'm just, he called for food. I'm really bad at getting food out, but pull's gonna start here, and the first thing I want to do is pop down Rune of Power, I think, and I'm gonna go straight for the Mender. But I don't really know what to do. So I don't know if he's gonna pull, because a lot of groups that I'm in, they pull all of this. We pull like all 6 guys at once. So for a while, I'm just sitting with combustion. Like, I don't know what to do with it. So yeah, don't do this. This is really bad. I definitely probably should have popped off the bat. But when you're in a pug group, you honestly don't have any idea. I'd say if you're pugging and you're playing a Fire Mage, pop off constantly. Don't stop using your stuff. Just keep popping it all on cooldown. It's probably going to be overall better for the group, because the Fire Mage burst damage is insane. I got that interrupt right there. But yeah, so right now we're just focusing on Goliath. I feel like this is just a really bad way to start the run, just considering, it's only raging and quaking. It's pretty easy to just pull as much as you want. But yeah, so dodging, quaking there. Looking around to see. I will also mention that I need something to notify me whenever I need a scorch execute. I'm not the best at noticing that it's 20% or below 30%. I just kind of like guess half the time. But I try to get this interrupt on this castigator here to try to help the tank out, but he doesn't take it. Like, I interrupt it, but he doesn't realize. So he runs over, and so that the mobs aren't grouped up perfectly that they could be. Again, lack of communication. That's being a problem. Again, holding combustion. I should have used it still. I have not used it yet. But yeah, we're just DPSing. Similar story. Using all my stuff on cooldown. I should not be doing that. I should definitely be holding like 2 Phoenix charges, 2 to 3. I should be a lot higher on those, because like it's a lot more important to like get like I would say like when you're not bursting, you're not going ham. Look for like a 300 to 400 ignite, and then Phoenix Flames. So if you're just passively damaging stuff, because like ignite still does hit hard, even if it is 300 400 like ticks. It's not your 1,000 ticks from when you're bursting. It's still pretty good for AoE damage. I'm also spec'd for I'll show you later. I think I show you later in this recording, but maybe not. I'm spec for raiding. I actually completely forgot. This is early in the morning. As you can see, it's like 8:04 a.m. And I just woke up, and I was like not really focusing on min-maxing at 11. So I just didn't bother to swap talents. But I would probably take Meteor here. I probably would go for that instead of what I went for, which is the standard Kindling build. Kindling's pretty good for Tyrannical weeks. Making sure you have combustion up for every boss fight's actually pretty awesome, but it doesn't help that much on trash, especially when you're doing your combustion, like AoE, like Meteor combustion AoE with Infernal Cascade's actually really nice. So we're gonna drop down here, and again, I'm just trying to get combustion up and running, because I already used it in the last pack like an idiot. I used this something wrong. I should have it right now. This is where I would combustion. This is where you should have combustion up. If you're pulling properly with a group. Hopefully you have it up by now. But I kind of halfway pop off here, and then I like stop. And I'm kind of just like, make sure to get interrupts on Mender. Hoping the group interrupts the fist. We missed the fist interrupt there. That's not good. I would say like if you're playing solo, and you're not with anyone communicating, just assume that the Goliath is not going to get interrupted. And wait till the Goliath gets to the very end of its cast, and if no one interrupts it, then interrupt it. I'd shoot for like 80% on the cast to get your interrupt. If your MS is pretty high, shoot for higher, like 50% to interrupt, but give them time to do it. And if they don't do it, then you take over. Because a fist hitting the raid group is really big. especially if it's like Fortified Week. Oh my god, these packs are awful. Fortified Week, especially if no one's getting interrupts. Like, damage is so bad right now. This mob should have probably been dead by now, but I know CD's popping on it, and whatever. But we're going to go into this boss pretty strong. I think this is a pretty clean kill for me, overall. I don't think I open Combustion, because I don't have it, but it's pretty easy fight, for the most part. Just kill Azul's, keep out of the area. I'll wait where I tell me not to Fire Blast. I think I Fire Blast anyway. I'm just not paying attention in the morning, but you can see the group's actually doing pretty good. Like, this is actually a really good pool, I think, this first boss. I was actually, were a lot of groups that, you would be surprised. A lot of groups wipe here, a lot. So I was actually really surprised to get in here and it just goes so well. For me too, DPS-wise, like, there's not a whole lot going wrong. And I think I do this rotation completely wrong, or maybe partially wrong. It looks pretty good. I mean, for no Cascade safe for a while. It could have probably done better, but like I said, I'm still improving as a Fire Mage. I think my burst is pretty okay. I'm simming about 3.5k DPS, and I push about 5k there. It's not too bad, but I do have the Sanguine buff, and I probably should be bursting a lot higher, but it's whatever. Yeah, so just business as usual here. And like I said, you know, 300 to 400 on your Ignite. If you see the two bosses get close to each other, then pop a Phoenix Flames. Try to keep around like 3 Phoenix Flames. I am not tracking my Phoenix Flames right now, and I should be. I need to track Phoenix Flames and keep it like 2 to 3 at all time, just so whenever I'm going my burst rotation. But I'm not really. I'm being really lazy right now, not tracking it like it should be. So yeah, cleaning it up. So after I should have been executing, and I think I missed execution for a while. I'm executing now, but this is really interesting here. I didn't actually know where the edge of the AoE is. Like, I'm riding the edge of the AoE, trying to make sure I'm staying in Rune of Power, but I didn't know where it was. And to be honest, like, it's very short compared to where it looks like. It looks like it's way bigger than it actually is. So, pro tip: I start moving towards the entrance here, thinking that everybody's gonna start moving towards the entrance, and that doesn't happen. I'm up here way in advance. And this is another example of pug tanking or pug grouping, where I'm expecting the pit pop off, so I didn't pop CDs for like the last 20% of that boss. I stopped popping CDs, so I was expecting this to be a big pool. It's not. So you look at me looking around like, what do I do? What do I do? And then I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I guess I'm just going all in. And I think I pop off here. Yeah, I do. I popped off like, you know, just going for the damage. This Paladin's insane, by the way. He's doing really good damage. I think his gear's pretty shit too. I inspected him before I got into the dungeon, but he's pretty damn good. He's blowing. He blows me out of the water often. He shouldn't be, but he definitely is. And that's mostly just because I was expecting. My expectation was completely different. I kept expecting, you know, big pools, like I said. But this tank was playing it safe almost the entire time, and I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with the tank he plays it safe, especially since, like, I don't know. Burst for fire is pretty insane. So we're gonna clear these mobs up real quick. I think I start pulling CDs pretty soon. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I do. Start pulling CDs really soon. There's a really bad pool in here, by the way, that we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be later on in the dungeon, where I'm just like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I just kind of like stop playing like good. Even if you call this good, maybe you don't call this good. Probably isn't good, but yeah. So business as usual. Get this guy down. Take the port and go up. And we go in this transition here. I always get on the cat. I don't think getting on the cat's actually a good idea. I'd probably get on the ether driver. The little wing bat thing. The pet. You see that pet? I usually get on the stealth claw, but probably shouldn't. Probably should have killed the ether diver because he does the debuff on the tank. But I wasn't really thinking about it, and I just popped off on him instead. Like right now I got 1.3, 1.4k ignite, which is pretty great. So damage is pretty popping off right now. Finish off little arcane explosions. By the way, if you're a mage and you're moving, arcane explosions is really good for AoE. After you finish your opener, or whenever you're out of like stuff to actually pop off flame strikes, Pop a few arcane explosions. A lot of mages missing out on damage in that. A lot of mages I know miss out on damage, and they just don't even use this global. So I checked to see who's gonna get the first fist interrupt, and they did it. So I interrupted the other one, and I'm just trying to focus down how much damage I can. I think we missed a fist here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we don't miss it. We should have definitely killed all those kind of evenly, though, because now we have the Manifestation of Pride. And you really want to go into that Manifestation with almost everything but to die. I sort of think of, like, everything plus 10 upwards, like I would think of a bolstering week, where bolstering, I want everything to kind of die at the same time, unless it's, like, a really, really important mob. I, for the most part, try to get everything pretty even. So, I don't know how that equates to, like, a really high key, like if you're doing 15s or 16s or whatever. But when you're doing like low keys, I really do feel like, for the most part, get everything down pretty low before you transition into Manifestation of Pride. If you didn't exactly like pick the right targets, this would be a good place to combust. If you had combust up or you're pulling it, like just getting these down fast is nice, because these Ether Divers do destroy tanks pretty quick. Magic debuffs, and if your healer isn't like the best, which I would say, like, just expect most of your puck healers not to be on point with the spells. They just don't usually do it. The debuff is pretty nasty, so just getting those down as fast as possible is pretty great. You're also going to transition up here after this. There's like a whole bunch of big packs too. I would not pop off the bat up here, because you're going to run into, I think it's a Forsworn champion and like 3 other like shit mobs. So I would actually just save your CDs if you popped off right there, and just not do bunch here. Just do some flame strikes, whatever. But I think I pop off here anyway because I'm stupid. I wasn't thinking about it. But I definitely should have held my CDs here. And if you see that guy in the back, that skirmisher, he's actually a really big problem that we leave up for way too long, and he is going to cause us to wipe. And you'll see it in a few minutes. How that works out. It actually ends up being really bad, but I think it's a skirmisher. I'm not exactly sure. We might kill this one. I'll see. Hold on. I know there is a skirmisher that we leave up forever, though, and he ends up pulling. Yeah, this guy right here. See, look at that. You see that? How you TP up there? That pack's coming now, and that pet went up there with it. Now we pulled, now we have Goliath, right? So now I'm like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Interrupt the fist, and now all I'm thinking about is I wish I had Combust. I wish my Combust was up. See, if I had saved Combust, this fight might have been salvageable, maybe. Because Mage Burst is so insane. We might have been able to pull through this if I had the burst for it, but I did not save it. I did not think ahead. And yeah. Now we're in this situation, so we're trying our best. I think I'm like, oh, we're gonna actually pull through this. That's what happened in my brain, and then I do something kind of stupid, kind of not. I didn't realize that the Warlock had this dotted, so I just stupidly start tunneling, and my brain's like, CC this because it's on the healer. So I just start spamming this to make sure the healer doesn't die, and I full healed the skirmisher like a fucking idiot. But I should have done that. You shouldn't do that. If you see it that low, you should probably just kill it. Probably the best idea. But I was like in panic mode at this point, and that's what happens. And that manifestation spawned. I think we don't completely wipe here. I think we kind of like, we run in a trail back, and we do complete this key, by the way. Somehow we do complete this key. This key is a completed key. It's my first SoA completion on this mage since I leveled him up, so I think we did a pretty good job overall. Well, I mean, overall, I would say we did a good job. I mean, I played like shit towards the end, but you'll see what I'm talking about as we move on. But yeah, I think we saved it here. We go up here, and I think I pop a combustion almost immediately. We'll have to see. I'm pretty sure I'm like, I gotta pop off, dude. If I don't pop off, we already killed things. So I'm like still in that panic mode. I gotta get back. Never be panicky. Panicking never helps. It just, and I'm like targeting the skirmisher here right now too, thinking, oh, should I kill the skirmisher? Oh, it's still hitting one of our, it's still hitting the healer. See, they just killed the healer, because the skirmisher was going ham, and it's been up forever. This is the skirmisher from the first pack, by the way. This is the same skirmisher we left up. It just disengaged, and I healed it, and then it just stayed up forever. So definitely finish off your packs. If you're trailing one pack into the other, kill the pack that you're trailing with. Yeah, but we kill that, get the manifestation down pretty quick, get our buff, and we kill the skirmisher, and now we're moving on. And I was sitting here like, oh, thank God that's over with. Because, man, I played bad. We all played bad. And now I think I'm typing out to the group, like, exactly what happened. Because they don't know what happened. I think they were just a little confused. Got aggro on the mob. And I was like, no, you didn't get aggro on the mob. The mob was aggroed to, like, everyone. But that mob does special stuff where it just tosses the people. I don't think the skirmisher aggroes specifically. I think it just tosses at people randomly. I don't think it actually, like, matters what the aggro is, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong there. Alright, so I think I stupidly pop off here. I don't really know why I would, but maybe not. What am I doing? No, I'm not popping off. I think I'm smart enough not to pop off here. But, no, I'm just doing damage as usual. Getting that down. Trying to get them evenly down. I don't know why we're getting them evenly down. Shouldn't have. I jump off here thinking, oh, I can get up there before the guy spawns. But I forget the guy spawns, like, instantly. And, they have to wait, like, 3 seconds for me. Which is pretty lame. Yeah, see, they're all just waiting for me. And the tank's like, alright, well. I land and they pull, I think. Yeah. Quaking happens. Yeah, I'm the squad leader. I'm trying to burn the squad leader down fast. I pop off hard right here. Probably the best pop off I've done. I think this is the best rotation I've had AoE wise the entire night for the most part. Or the entire run for the most part. So I messed up a little bit there. If you see, I dropped an Infernal Cascade stack down to 1. It's pretty bad. I could have done a lot better. Actually, I don't even know what the DPS, like you see the DPS meters to the right. I feel like I hit pretty hard. Maybe I just missed them all. I don't know what happened there, but I feel like I did that rotation right. So I feel like you should have done more damage there. I definitely, like, if I had a meteor going into that would have helped out a lot, but it just depends on what happens. So, like I said, I didn't expect a meteor, so. Alright, so this fight goes really bad. I honestly don't know why tanks don't. A lot of tanks don't know the strat for this fight, and maybe I'm the crazy person with a strat here, but I'll show you whenever he pulls. He's asking for lockstones and gets lockstones. Cool. Now, I don't really care about my rotation here. My rotation is probably looked really bad. I don't think I had anything out for it. I lost it off the bat. But if you're tanking this, you see where you're tanking it? You should take it off to the edge near that pillar, behind him. There's a pillar directly behind him. And after he does 2 teleports, you can yeet him across the room, like past the ranged. And then he'll go into his recharge mode, and then there will be orbs flying out, but we'll be so far away from where the orbs originated that the orbs won't do any damage. And I can't really articulate that because I can't, like, show you it. Maybe when I play my tank, I'll show you on my tank. I'll try to make sure that's an SoA we do on the tank, but yeah, like it's very easy and very clean. Like this recharge ability, he's so vulnerable. You just toss him out to the side and you just do full damage. But right now I'm just like, all right, well I know I can't do damage really here. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to die. So I'm just like I'm running like I'm just scorching, running back forth. Definitely not min-maxing here, but I swap back after he stops. A lot of tanks do the circular method. I really don't agree with the circular method. So if you're like an MDI tank and you do that, I would like to know why. I would love someone to explain to me why that's better. I'm sure people are like, heck W, it's an easy boss fight, don't get hit by the orbs, duh. But I mean, if you can make things easier for pugs, do it. Right here, I get hit by that blind, and I have no idea how. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I felt like I was out of that cone, but I still got hit by it. And right here, I'm just, trying to articulate, running as far away as I can, trying to AoE, or not AoE, sorry, trying to single fire as much as I can. I got a dot here, and I don't realize fast enough. I wasn't really LOS for a bit, but now I'm LOS of Scars now. I realize it, and I'm like, oh shit, and I didn't hit my my health stone, so I checked to make sure I didn't die in an orb, just to make sure I wasn't memeing on the recording. But beware. So I got the debuff. I didn't get healed. I wasn't near the guy to get healed though, so I don't know if that's really my fault. Beware. It's also really hard to heal this, to be honest. Even with even if there wasn't orbs, like that dot's pretty nasty. So. It's even more important, in my opinion, to position these orbs correctly, but maybe you guys think this is okay, maybe this is cool to you. I mean, a lot of you probably are like, you know, damage is so important, if your damage is bad, blah, 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 you'll have to get deal with those orbs, but, I mean, that's not super fair, you know what I mean? Like, if your damage is really good, yeah, your damage can carry you through almost anything, you know what I mean? But if there's just a better strat for a boss, then just use the better strat for the boss, you know what I mean? We actually had a monk come in and get really mad at us one time because we were playing. We were doing a pug, and we were trying to show him a different strat to do to make it Keck W easy, and he just got really mad and left the group. So people are very touchy in general. So I wouldn't just suggest people change strats on the fly unless you are confident they won't get mad and leave. Pug world, pretty rough when it comes to that kind of stuff, so anyway, going into here, I think I have everything, because I died, right, so I have everything going up in here. I think I just pop off on this big ad, because I feel like it's, you know, the best thing to do. I don't feel like there's any reason not to. There's a lot of downtime between the pulls, here, especially since we have locks, so we're gonna warp get over. We also missed percent going into the last boss, which is pretty bad. The group didn't realize, so we went up with 86 instead of 88. So we ended up having to double back later. But luckily we had enough time. We had just enough time to do it. This is a pretty good opener for me. I think I'm pretty much perfect almost. I don't think I did anything wrong. Let me know in the comments if you're playing a Fire Mage and you think I did something wrong, but I think I did that right. Up here to the right, pretty standard, everyone knows this. Teleport head so I don't hit anyone with the AoE. I wasn't sure what we were doing because a lot of groups actually pull this pack now, so I wasn't sure what we were doing. Then I saw the warp gate, saw everyone take the warp gate, and I was like, okay, we're skipping this. Makes sense. A lot of my groups that I do go with now actually just kill that for percent because it's like whatever. Just to make sure that we're at percent, but... And you'll actually see, like, we're well under percent here after we kill this Force Warden packs. And we'll end up having to pull the middle pack, which is just, I don't know, pretty meh either way. The Torturer dies because he, or not the Torturer, the Warlock, he died because he hung out to the side too much. He should have hung in more towards the Spire. Once he saw that his damage, his HP was going low, he should have booked it, man. Popped the health stone or something, but it is what it is. I don't pop off here because I'm expecting another pull. I was actually thinking we were going to pull a boss for some reason, but he didn't. So I was like, alright, well, I'm just going to... I'm going to pop off on this trash here. So I do. I think this is wrong, by the way. I wouldn't do this in the future. Popping off on this trash is pointless. You're just memeing at this point, in my opinion. I popped all those cooldowns for just fucking, like, some really weak mobs. But lucky for us, we have Manifestation of Pride. I didn't even realize it whenever I was doing this. When I was in the moment in the game, I did not realize this at all. I was like, oh yeah, we got Pride. Cool. So I'm going to get resets of my Combustion. So, working on getting resets of Combustion right now. I don't think I get the reset. Maybe I do. We'll see. I feel like this Paladin is the unsung hero of this group, though. This Paladin did a really good job. And I'm low again. I don't really know why. Besides just AoE. I think the healer doesn't like me, to be honest. Randomly taking damage throughout this fight from nothing, it seems. Half the time. From here on out, I completely do terribly. I am just the most Keck W mage you've ever seen. I don't know what happened, but I started playing really bad. And I'll combust sometime today. I think maybe I'm waiting for 3 stacks. Or no, I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm like, I'll burst after the Arbalest Blast. Do I burst here? I gotta. Oh, waited too long on that Fireball. Yeah, so you want to definitely not. So you want to hit 2 Fire Blasts while you're casting Fireball, and then Pyroblast as you cast your Fireball. If you don't do that, you're gonna lose out on a lot of damage. And I screwed up and did not do that. So, like I said, learning Mage. Hopefully, you guys are learning from that too. Just make sure that maybe I'll show it again. I'll try to explain it, but Preheat's got a really good video. Going over exactly how to do the opener. But at this point, I'm like, you know, if I got 2 Fire Blasts, and if I got like 2 to 3 Fire Blasts, I usually just pop off and pop a few and just get a Power Blast out. I'm not sure if that's exactly right. I think that's right, especially since I have like my flowers, whatever it's up, my not flowers, what's it called? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to help soak, and I missed that soak. Grab that soak, bubble. I really shouldn't have bubbled there. Come out, and start DPSing again. I'm wasting procs, and I have combustion up. I have nothing tracking my combustion either. I need to track my combustion. Like I said, new character. But I'm popping combustion with absolutely no Fire Blast available. Completely tanking my damage. You don't want to pop combustion. I mean, obviously, popping combustion's better than not popping combustion, but you want to make sure that your Fire Blasts are up. You want to make sure your Phoenix Flames are up, or your damage is going to tank pretty hard. So, like I said, I play terribly from here on out. So don't expect any major good gameplay here. So, all right. I think we get this down before the third. Before the transition, so I don't have to worry about another transition here, but sorry, I'm getting water. Throat's parched. Anyway, so we're gonna kill this, and I think we immediately double back and kill 3 mobs after we kill this. Scorch rotation, pretty standard. I'm wasting Fire Blast here because I'm not planning on combusting. Like it says, don't Fire Blast, but I'm not planning on combusting at all. For this, I'm just like whatever. I don't care. Transition over. Now we need to go kill another pack. I'm not sure what pack he's gonna pull, but he's booking for it. He's telling the whole group not to go up, so they don't go up. Go hard on this Warden. Always kill the Warden. Healer's bad. You should try to get the interrupt on that Justicar, though, because that Justicar's Dark Lash is pretty nasty, dude. See, it's just destroying the raid team right now. I would probably let my melee handle the Warden interrupt while I get the Justicar in the back. That's probably what I would do in the future. Because the damage is pretty intense. It's all pretty standard here. You're just doing as much damage as possible, getting the ads down as fast as you can. I should be executing right now, and I can't. I realize it's a second too late. Like I said, need a better way to track that, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. You'll grow with me, and I'll grow with you, so it's all good. So now we go up. Me and the Druid actually realized that we shouldn't be going up, but everyone else dips, so we had like, alright, we had to dip too. I stop here and I'm like, okay, we have to get 1%. Druid's typing right now. He's like, dude.
As I peered into Uther's memories,
I think we need 88%, yeah. And I grabbed the thing and I started typing too.
but
Yeah.
you refuse to see the truth. That the
2%
path
off.
is flawed,
Yep. So
that we serve
we're all in the same page here with this. Up here, I get killed by an AoE. My damage is pretty rough here too.
justice you
Like
and
I said,
others
not
trust
playing
for
well, but it's fine. We'll finish it out.
all. He seeks to free us from the prison we have built for ourselves. And for that, He has earned my loyalty.
And I mourn your betrayal.
Really odd choice here, tank pulling the middle. Never actually seen it happen. I've seen people pull all of them and then pop a spear down and kill them. I've seen people kill the right side. I've seen people kill the left side. And people seem to kill the middle first. It's very strange. If you were tanking this in my group, I would honestly suggest going left to right. Left to right is just the easiest because the hardest thing in this group is for sure the stacking dot from the guy on the right. So what I would try to do is do left to right, so Astronos, and then Lexus, and then the guy on the far right. And you can kite those guys around the room, so the spears aren't a big deal, but this guy opts to go for middle, right, left, which I've never seen happen, but hey, you know what? Go for it, man. I find the slide. You also try to make sure you find the crack in the AoE on the ground, so you're not getting hit by it. Don't use Fire Blast. I'm pretty sure I probably do. Knowing me. I should be scorching right now. I'm not scorching. Three casts of fireball before I start scorching. It's pretty bad. But it's alright. We almost wiped this right here. Which is what I mean, like, this is the hardest part for a healer and for your group to probably handle. It's just this, I didn't see the Spirit Link in time. I could have saved my bubble there, but I used bubble anyway. I'm calling it bubble with its ice block. I know what it's ice block, but bubble's just universal to me for immunity. Skarn's getting mana. Torturer's getting rezzed. He's gonna pull his last pack here. I think I pop off. Yeah, okay. Because my brain was like, all right, well, last pull we nearly died. I need to pop off here. So I'm like, we need less debuffs. So we pull, and I'm like, all right, go. Which also leads into the mindset of what happens next to me, which is I'm tunneling really hard right now, trying to just make sure that we get this down as fast as possible. And I don't notice something. I think it's a spear. Should be landing like any second. Scorch. Scorch is good. Charge spear right here. I saw it too soon. But honestly, on this replay, I feel like I got out of it in time, but I still got killed by it. So I was debating whether to release or not. Decided not to. The Paladin did release. I think he actually gets every perform before I get rest, maybe. Nope. Looks like not releasing was probably the best choice there.
Of the Forsworn is at hand.
Boss fight, pretty standard. Probably the first pug group I've ever been in where I'm not doing the spear. Thank God, by the way. I hate doing the spear. Because, like, sometimes I get antsy and I throw it too soon, and then, like, he moves, like, she'll move, like, 2 inches to the left or right, and I'm like, ugh. Big face. Pepega face.
This spear
Big detonate. Actually caught me off guard there. I TP'd, but I TP'd like I knew what the fuck I was doing, but definitely made a mistake. I should have been closer to the circle. Also, this fucking run-through ability is fucking huge, and my brain was like, alright, sidestep by a few inches will be fine. Definitely not. You need to sidestep from like a galaxy, dude, to like avoid the spear. I think the first spear, I just like, you'll see in a second. The first spear that I get hit by, I definitely just didn't move for. The second one I get hit by, I definitely moved. I just did not move enough. So you have to move like a galaxy away to like not get hit by it. TP here. TP back. Do I go Foxform? Foxform win. Now? No. Yeah. Grab this thorn. And honestly, if you're a mage, this should be like your god moment right now. And see, I right-clicked the spear expecting to do it, and then the paladin does it like an OG. I think run through right here hits me. I'm pretty sure it's this run through.
Spear shall pierce your heart.
Don't pay attention to my rotation. My rotation's off right now. I let that one hit me. I just didn't move for it, like, at all. But the next run through, I'm pretty sure I do move for. We'll have to watch it, and you guys can prove me wrong together. Run through here? Is it on me?
Strike you down.
Maybe. Nope. Maybe the one after. Anyway. Cancel cast, moron. Good job.
I will strike.
Good job, older Amaranth. Or young, yeah, older Amaranth. Run through again. I think it's the next one, maybe, perhaps. For sure the next one, right?
Is mine to wield.
I'm waiting with bated breath. No? That's gotta be after transition then. Or I'm just stupid and don't remember correctly.
The clouds.
I'm gonna TP over here to get this orb.
Mortals, take up my spear.
And our paladin is a G, like an absolute god. He picks the spear up again. I wait that time because I'd rather just not do it. Paladin gets it and throws it immediately. Full on yeet, dude. He just like dead on hits it. Like a god. Like I said, he's the unsung hero.
This spear shall
I think this
pierce
run through
your
hits me.
heart.
But I move for it. Yeah. Yeah, see, I moved expecting... I moved to the right and I thought I was good. I for sure thought I was good. I stopped moving and everything, but I just... Still got hit by it. It's really wide,
I will
the arc
strike you
damage.
down.
But yeah,
I will strike you down.
that was pretty much our boss kill. Boss is going down right
Be abandoned.
now.
The jailers
Now we have to run.
have torn
We have a minute and a 50
the ranks of the Kyrian.
to get it mobs killed we need. We need 1.4%, which is exactly one warden.
That our mortal lives
So we just need to kill a warden. I realize that I'm going to die if I don't blink, so I blink.
of service.
Block.
The deeds
I mark a target as soon as I realize it's 1.4. I realize it's 1.4%. Then I mark it and say, let's go, pretty much. I'm like typing.
Once the jailer lies defeated, there may be much for the Kyrian to discuss.
I'm like, it dies, it's over quick, and then you're like, okay. There's people flying in the sky. What you don't see people flying in the sky right now, people, if you look at the map at the top right, there's people like far away from us. They're flying because they're not down here with us yet. And I would try to lust here. Actually, I think I hit the button. Maybe not. I think maybe I realized it, but I start popping off here. Try my best to get down as fast as possible. I flame strike for some reason, like an idiot. Definitely shouldn't flame strike. I'm just trying to go for one target. But my brain couldn't help but pad a little bit. See, there's flame strike. Should be doing that. Should be going for skull. Look, we're 27, 25, 24 seconds going down, and then we killed it. 23 seconds left. Cutting it really close.
As I peer
But we got it. So hey, yeah.
what I saw.
Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this guided commentary of a plus 11 Spires of Ascension from a Fire Maid's point of view. Like I said, I'll be improving week on as we go, and this is a really fun little experiment of mine. I've wanted to do this for a while, so I hope you guys had a good time listening to it. I hope it wasn't too rambly, but it was nice talking about what was going on and what we were doing and how we were improving. And I hope to hear from you guys again, and hope you guys hear from me soon. Alright? I will post more in the future, and I'm posting right now. You can see right now my character screen showing you guys my my loot, so you can guess. I don't have legendary on, but yeah, I got 7% upgrade from that. But we'll see you guys again next time. I'm gonna post daily, so I'll be here again tomorrow. All right, love you guys.